For the last 12 and a half years as an administrator, Mike Burrus has dedicated himself to our motto to educate and form the total person in the image of Jesus Christ. And under his leadership, Kapaun Mt Carmel is more Catholic today than it has ever been.
Yes, actually, this, in a way, is my third career. I started out in the financial area. I'm a CPA by profession, so I worked for a big CPA firm for a number of years, both during college and then after college. And then I got out of public accounting, got into the business world, was involved in several very large companies that were publicly held companies, and started out again as the chief financial officer in the company, and then eventually became the president of a couple of companies that we were operating at that time. And then came over here to Kapaun Mt Carmel as president 12 years ago now. So it's really the third stage of my career, which started out many years ago as I was still a student here at Kapaun Mt Carmel.
In my opinion, how has Mr. Burrus influenced Kapaun as it is today? I think the first and most important thing he has done is to truly emphasize the school's mission statement, and that is to have everyone be working to image Jesus Christ, both, well, and certainly also in their behavior, because that he's made that the first and most important aspect of his leadership here at KMC. And he has truly changed this school through his leadership. He's hired the best teachers. He's just been a wonderful example for all the students.
What made me take the president's position at Kapaun? Well, I guess the easy answer is that Bishops Gerber and Olmsted asked me if I would consider taking this position, which they did. I have to be honest in saying that it's something that I had considered offering doing prior to the bishops asking me if I would do it. So I had finished a pretty long business career, was kind of thinking about what I might like to do next, had remained very active at Kapaun. All of my kids had gone to school here, as had my wife and I, and so I still had a great place in my heart for Kapaun. And then when the bishops asked if I would consider taking on this new role, it was pretty easy to say, yes, I'll do it. And initially I made a 10-year commitment to do this, and of course now by the time I finish in June, it will be about 12 and a half years.
One of my best memories of Mr. Burrus, I don't know if I have just one standout memory. I think of Mr. Burrus, and there are several things that kind of come to mind. I will always remember him speaking to the freshmen or speaking to the students on the first day of class meetings and saying, "To those have been given, much is expected." Repeating that. I will always remember him repeating the mission statement to our faculty at the opening meetings at the beginning of the year, that we're all here dedicated to the education and formation of students in the image of Jesus Christ. I will remember him with some of our alumni and some of our supporters when the gym was announced, and I just remember him being pleased at our performances and being proud to be a Kapaun Mt Carmel Crusader. So I guess there's a series of them, but in each one of them, it's how he's touched our school and how he's touched the students or the faculty or the alumni of Kapaun Mt Carmel in a different way.
What was one of my favorite moments at Kapaun? That really is a tough question. I'm not sure I can narrow it down to one. A couple of my favorite occurrences at Kapaun. One would be as my youngest son walked across the stage. He was still a student here when I became the president, so that was special, being a part of his graduation from a different level. Getting the buildings, new facilities built were special, and probably working with Herm Backroad, for whom the new athletic complex is named, to help make that dream become a reality is one of the very special memories that I will have.
I would describe Mr. Burrus as a servant. I think that he has honor of the, I think he has the utmost honor that I've ever experienced another human being to have. He has integrity, he has virtue, He's a model person, and I am going to miss him dearly, or at least miss seeing him every day dearly.
I would say his most important trait is that he always treats everyone with respect, and that he works very hard at living his Catholic faith, and certainly providing the leadership that Kapaun has needed to be the most excellent school in Kansas, perhaps even in the United States.
How would I describe Mr. Burrus? I would describe Mr. Burrus as very compassionate, very given, very competitive, very driven, hardworking. I don't think that everybody realizes how much time he actually invests. I used to joke with freshmen about making sure that they bled blue, or that we bleed blue blood. That's Mr. Burrus. I mean, he loves the school through and through, and I don't think there's anything that he wouldn't do for the school, for a student or a family, and so he's definitely all in, as you would say, fully committed.
If I had to describe Mr. Burrus, I would definitely have to say that he's easy to talk to, and that there's just countless things that he does that goes unnoticed. And quite frankly, I'm really going to miss him this next year.
If I had to describe Mr. Burrus, I'd say that he's a really humble man, and he leads by example.